Yun Leong's brother is one of 35 death row inmates in Singapore's Changi prison. Fui Kong was a drugs mule, paid to take heroin from Malaysia over the border. But his life could now be saved. Proposed changes to the law would allow judges to impose life imprisonment instead of the death penalty for some murder and drugs offences.
He's changed compared with the ignorant Fui Kong in the past. He's a totally different person now, so I hope the judge will give him another chance at life.
At the moment, judges have no choice but to sentence to death anyone convicted of trafficking illegal drugs over certain amounts. 15 grams of heroin, 30 grams of cocaine, or 500 grams of cannabis. The changes would mean the judge would have discretion if the accused is only a drugs courier and is considered mentally disabled or cooperates substantially, for example by helping to dismantle a drugs gang. Caveats legal experts admit might not dramatically reduce the number of executions.
How much can a mule really help you in terms of looking for the big fish? Because your mules by definition are at the lowest rung. And by the time they get arrested, probably all the other fish will scatter, you see.
Hanging is the only method of execution in the country. Between 2004 and 2010, a total of 26 Singaporeans and 12 foreigners were executed. But the government says the changes are less for the benefit of drug mules and more to protect law-abiding citizens.
There is hardly any focus on the thousands of people who are victims. For example, the 15 grams, that's the threshold for the death penalty of heroin, can feed the drug habit of 300 people for 1 week. Why would anyone want to bring that over?
Surveys suggest most Singaporeans want to keep the death penalty, but human rights groups say the proposed changes don't go far enough.
As long as the death penalty is still around, there will be work for us, for me to do. There have been no evidence so far that death penalty actually stops crimes.
The law is expected to be amended by the end of this year. Yun Leong just hopes judges will consider his brother fits the new criteria and commute his sentence to life in prison instead of sending him to the gallows.